This is the Odyssey. Who wrote the Odyssey? Homer, good job. Not Homer Simpson, but all right. The chapter we're going to read is book what? Nine. Very good. All right. So here's the deal for today. Do you guys know how every time we read the Odyssey, I ask you guys to relax and keep your head down or whatever you want to do. All right. Today it's going to be different. Today you guys are going to be drawing while you listen to me read. All right. I want you to do your drawing while we read. Draw the things you see or in your mind. Okay. I drew the first drawing I drew was like I showed you the other one, the lotus eater, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. The lotus eater, I drew that him eating a lotus flower. Another one I drew was Odysseus tying the men up to the ship because they would eat the lotus. And so some of this is going to be a repeat of what we read yesterday, but it'll be a more close read. And I want you to picture what you see and draw it. Then, before we go, we're going to watch it's probably only about 5 or 6 minutes from the video. So you can see you can see the same thing happen in a different medium. I want you to try to develop a little blurb for the bottom. Okay? All right. What's up, Brian? No. Even if you just drew like something, just something, anything. Yeah, well, you'll think of something. All right, I'm also going to be asking you guys some questions along the way. Book 9. So do me a favor. If you want to answer one of the questions that I asked, just raise your hand so I can call on you when JC comes back. Or Mariana, you want to do it? You want to do the Disney Dollar? All right, yeah, here it is. All right, go to the very start of the chapter, okay? All right, guys, don't worry about the questions right now. We're going to do them later. Today, we're just worried about what we could draw. All right, book 9, In the One-Eyed Giant's Cave. The expectation while I'm reading is that you guys are paying attention, listening, but you're also drawing. I want you to draw what you think you see or hear. Odysseus, the great teller of tales, launched out on his story. Alcinous, here he is in Phaeacia. He's telling the Phaeacians his story, all the things that happened to him. Majesty, shining among your people. What a fine thing it is to listen to such a bard as we have here. The man sings like a god. You guys remember what a bard is from your vocabulary? Who knows the definition of a bard? Hold on, raise your hand. Cody.
Isn't it like a singer?
Yeah, it's a singer. It's like a minstrel. He sings the poems, the history of the people. The crown of life, I'd say. There's nothing better than when deep joy holds sway throughout the realm, and banqueters up and down the palace sit in ranks, enthralled to hear the bard. And before them all, the tables heaped with bread and meats, and drawing wine from a mixing bowl, the meal by the swift ships. Once we had our fill of food and drink, I sent a detail ahead. 2 picked men and a third, a runner, to scout out who might live there. Men like us, perhaps, who live on bread. So off they went, and soon enough they mingled among the natives, lotus eaters. Lotus eaters who had no notion of killing my companion, not at all. They simply gave them the lotus to taste instead. Any crewman who ate the lotus, the honey-sweet fruit, lost all desire to send a message back, much less return himself. Their only wish to linger there with the lotus eaters, grazing on lotus, all memory of the journey home dissolved forever. But I brought them back. So somebody raise your hand and tell me the danger of the island of the lotus eaters. Did the lotus eaters kill them?
No, they just knock them out.
Yeah, good, Zach. Why don't they come back?
Because the food is poisonous.
Yeah, it's kind of like when they eat it, they stop caring about anything. And they just want to stay on the island. They don't care about getting home. They want to just stay there and eat more lotus. They're kind of like a drug addict, like somebody that's on drugs and just doesn't even care if he lives or dies. He just wants to get high. That's kind of like, that's what I think of when I read. But listen to how he saved his men from the lotus eaters to get to the island of the Cyclops. That's the last part we're going to read. But I brought them back to the hollow ships and streaming tears. I forced them, hauled them under the rowing benches, lashed him fast, and shouted out commands to my other steady comrades. Quick, no time to lose. Embark in the racing ships, so none could eat the lotus. Forget the voyage home. They swung aboard at once. They sat to the oars in ranks, and in rhythm churned the water white with stroke on stroke. So how did he get his men to go with him?
Oh,
I thought you couldn't draw.
I can't.
That's good.
Is that good?
It's
I do.
I don't know why he became so much smaller than this one, but he is. He went on a weight loss journey. I did not steal your book. Really? Oh, sorry, Trent. I don't really trust you. I don't trust Malachi either. I don't trust both of y'all. Oh, look at me. Look at mine. We're drawing the same thing except mine's ugly.
Alright guys, nobody should be out of their seat. Everybody should be seated and rowing until it's time to go.
Sister Mallory, do you want to know what mine is?
What?
The line that they were printing
Okay.
in like the food.
Oh, I thought that was a teapot.
That's the bowl of wine. Yeah, whatever.
They had a bowl like.
It would be like this.
How are you so good at that? Looks so
He says he can't draw either, but he's awesome.
I can tell his hands being dyed up.
Hey, okay. I've got this whole thing. Jordan. So this guy is bigger, right? It's because Odysseus went on a weight loss journey.
The guy's like,
That was Mr. Mallory, do you need this paper?
yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Oh my gosh, that's a face! Holy crap, that's so good.
You wanna notice?
Oh, it's time to go. Look at mine. Gotta,
I'm gonna erase the whole thing.
I've got to do it on weight loss.
More loaded. His helmet came off.
That looks so good. This is a good one.
No, it's not. It looks like it looks like he's tied to a golf stick. You know, like those things in the hole. Just like a big one of those. Hey, mine could look like that though.
I gotta have a distance here.
He should be an art drawer.
He drew this. He's drawn this in 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Broken art drawer? Come on now. This is Odysseus.
Mr. Mallory, you should be an art teacher too.
No, I shouldn't do it.
No, I'm struggling to speak.
Oh my gosh. Bro. Jordan, look at that dude's jawline. Bro got the awesome jawline. I wish I had that jawline. That jawline. The jaw. Mr. Mallory's just talented at everything.
Mr. Mallory, he's good at
Look at that.
well,
Can you cook?
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah, and he could either.
I can.
How about burn the house down?
Can I ask how you did that? Oh, so me and my mom were like, we made a cake for my stepdad, right? Before he got home.
I like that
And
one.
and we cut it like weirdly and it was like uneven.
Or the motif.
Bro.
It looks like almost like a cartoon comic.
It just that's your ass.
All right, guys. So hear me out before we go to lunch. When we come back, we're gonna. Let me have y'all to say this, please. We come back. We're gonna finish the little blurb at the bottom. We're gonna take them up, and then we're gonna watch the Odyssey, the '90s movie version. I think you guys will like it. It's actually kind of weird.
I like weird movies. I like weird movies.